This hot smell show is hot.
Play love. Right.
It's GFM time. Woo! The long-awaited, promising of Oh The Horror
You gotta
EP.
say that correctly. Don't say it the wrong way.
No, well, I didn't say it the wrong way. Y'all took it the wrong way.
You hear what you hear. You hear what you hear.
But anyway, we're gonna review this EP, and me and String and Love were talking. We're gonna even maybe sample some songs.
We're going to try that on this one and see how it works out. Definitely give us some feedback. We asked, I think we figured that it was the mom of the girls.
Some lady named Cindy.
Okay, we're assuming that it might be the mom. We're not sure. But she said it was okay to do that.
Do the vocal tracks or the tracks.
So we're going to try it out on this one.
And
see
we
how it works out.
did, well, and it was also when we did review on the last EP, there was 2 or 3 people that wanted to hear some music to kind of know what we're talking about.
Okay.
So
Well, that's good, and I kind of feel like that will help out for people that may not have time. You know, they're going to check us out, and they may not have time to go download a bunch of music or figure out where it's at and
they
Google search it and all over. So one-stop shopping.
And if you do, go to their website, order their stuff, support the girls.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're also on Bandcamp. It's a very dangerous website for me because I don't want to buy all kinds of stuff. Bad for me, good for the bands. But that's where we're going to listen to the samples from.
So I guess y'all want to just let them have a sample of the first track, and then we'll just
Just give me a sign, man. Just give me a
What
sign.
kind of sound do you want?
we'll give you a track. We're gonna give y'all a track of the first track.
So we're not really in. I'm just kind of skipped forward a little bit, so kind of a third of the way through the song maybe. We'll.
Give me a sign. There's the sign.
All right, so there's your track.
Here's your sign.
So I guess I'll start it off. That was "Give Me a Sign." Lyrically wise, I said it felt like giving up. I need a sign to keep going. I mean, it was pretty much self-explanatory. Is what I got out of it.
Right.
And I guess musically wise, it was a great song starting album or starting EP out with. Great flow. The vocals, I love all the backup vocals during the chorus. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Work well together, and I don't know. I think I've seen something somewhere along the lines. I don't remember who it was, but whoever they got doing their production and
Mixing
and
and
mixing
stuff.
and all that, they do a really good job,
Yeah.
and I think they put out a good product.
Yeah.
I think even the earlier stuff. It has a really good sound. It's very clear. The music
recording,
the recording
the
sounds
mixing
good.
and
The mixing,
everything.
everything is top notch, and I think it's shown to everyone. I mean, we did taking over, and that sounds just as good as the earlier stuff that I've went back.
Yeah,
and
whoever's
listened
mixing it,
Yeah, their sound
production,
is
all
good.
that's pretty good.
I wrote down for "Give Me a Sign."
to. You like that stuff.
And the harmonies, harmonies during that's awesome.
It's a cool start. It's a cool video. I remember we've already did the video. You can go back and check that one out. And so it's a pretty straightforward song for the album. It was just a good starting song. It's just straightforward. It's not too growly,
Not too aggressive. Not
too aggressive.
Yeah, they bring you in slowly.
Yeah. So and that's where I went with it. So it's on to you.
No, you didn't have nothing there.
No, that's because we pretty much did this video and like we already talked about it. So.
So I had the feeling of giving up on life and looking for anything to keep them in the fight. Just give me something. Give me something to keep fighting for. They got the feeling of hopelessness. and it's you listen to it lyrically. I mean, it's pretty much straightforward on that part of it. I enjoyed the song. It's very catchy, like you all have said already. It's just a nice, solid rocker, just very catchy, great chorus. You know, just it's a good starter song to kind of lure you in, and not just throw it to you in your face.
Yeah, like I said, it's a great opening track.
Yeah, I mean,
So would you like to give us 30 seconds of the other side?
the other side.
The other side.
Let's go to the other side.
Let's go to the other
Let's
side,
go
man.
to the other side.
Track 2.
So I'm gonna skip through just a little bit here. It might take a second.
Got that little glitchy in it, like that's actually supposed to be there, you know, that's kind of cool. This all changes just in that 30 seconds that we heard right there. I mean, I'm feeling weak, man. I'm losing sleep.
All right, so what I got out of the other side, lyrically wise, is leaving somebody for something you think is better and you find out it's not. I mean, it's like the old saying goes, grass is always greener on the other
That's what they
side.
say. But it's not.
But it's not.
Sometimes maybe, but not always. Not usually.
Yeah. And man, when that song kicks in, it just rips your head off.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it just straight up just hits you. And I was asking them earlier in the comment section. My wife was asking me which one's doing the growling, which one's providing the clean vocals.
And it's Maggie that's doing the growling.
I think so.
And CJ does the clean, and Lulu does the backing of the backings.
Mm-hmm.
And in case y'all didn't know, my wife did the homework with me.
And she doesn't even like females. Well, no, it's
No.
your wife.
That's
Yeah,
my
it's
wife,
Lena
yeah.
that doesn't like the
No,
females.
Heather's all about it. She thinks female vocals is awesome.
Yeah.
So you want me going with mine then?
Yeah, because I just had the question about the growling.
So I got down like you were just saying the grass is always greener than it's not because I mean you're finding
Once you get there, maybe
you're
I'll
finding
go
the
back.
truth
Yeah, it wasn't too bad where I was at.
within the finding the love. I love the growl. It's one of my favorites of theirs. That riff and that change, like you're saying, that drumming. It's just there's a whole lot. It's just an amazing song, and it's one of my favorites of theirs. So
Yeah.
Now, when you're speaking of the drumming, which I wrote this down at the top to make sure I mention this, I listened to it the first time by truck, which has got more
more
bottom
bass,
end.
right?
And the drumming is just like the other album. The drumming on their stuff, whoever's mixing that stuff, it's just there. And I mean, it's some hard hitting drumming. It's the drumming, the mix on drumming is phenomenal.
Yeah. And she's, no, I'm drawing a blank. I think it's Paulina, the drummer for The Warning. I think they both play very similar.
Yeah.
Like they're just pounding the crap.
Oh
out of
yeah,
the
they
drums,
just hit
like,
them.
And I think you made a comment like
Maybe
maybe
it's because they started so young and they
and,
had them
you know,
so hard, and now it's just like
now it's
Ingrained.
Just, it's nature.
Yeah.
It's there. You're good. All right.
Yeah.
So I said basically the same things. Bad relationship. When somebody left and thought, well, hey, I'll go wherever and find something better over here, and not necessarily.
Grass
become
ain't
a-
always
but anyway.
greener.
So I love the guitar intro, heavy, in which it lends to the angry nature of the song, the aggressiveness of her vocals and stuff within the song. The heavy breakdown, this is how I had it. The heavy breakdown 2/3 of the way in is badass. 'Cause it is. And I think it repeats at the very end of it too. I think it goes something and then it goes back into it again.
We're gonna get a 30.
so let's
R.I.P..
do a 30-second of the next track. Track number 3.
Back here, hang on 1 second. Okay.
Which one are we doing?
Which one are we doing?
I love this song, man. This is my favorite song.
Again with that. they do that a good bit.
Took your shots, you took me for
just getting going. We just getting going.
That's what it's there for. The hook. The hook.
And man, at the end of the day, I told String, this might be one of the best songs they've done. I love this song. This are taking over. I don't know. I love the groove, but lyrically wise, I put being in a relationship and being treated bad, and it's just like getting rid of it. But like I said, it's my favorite track. I love the intro. The intro's like
What
funky.
are we doing?
But the intro's funky, but then it just like comes in and it just rips your head off. And it's just, the whole thing's catchy. Love the song. Flow which is incredible. The whole flow of the song, the changes, it's just probably one of my favorite tracks by them.
And I wrote
All together, one of your favorite tracks.
Yeah.
Not just on the album.
No, just probably, yeah.
All together.
It's right up there, one of their definitely playlists. It would be at the top of my playlist for them.
I wrote, what are we doing? Because that's what they say right off the get-go. What are we doing? It's a cool cool bass lick. I love the growl. It's finding the way, moving on. Like I said, the cool drumming before the spelling. R-I-P. I had to laugh because, you said something
It's
a while
that
ago
whole
about the
cheerleader.
warning. And, we got that. Both of them. Yeah. So, again, killer drumming. Again, killer drumming.
Yeah, drumming's freaking
And
every
Lulu
song.
is just, that's where I'm going to go with it. So
That's where you're going.
I'm going with it, man.
All right, so for the lyrically wise, I got killing off the old self that was beaten down from a bad relationship and become a stronger person because of it. So it's kind of like the same thing you were saying.
Moving on.
So I put that it was more of or somewhat of a hardcore feel to it. Understand what I wrote here. Another hardcore feel to it. Parts of the song, I guess is what I was trying to say. Another song where you feel the anger of the lyrics in the music, but still retain the beauty core aspect of it. And the beauty core is what they call it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, it's
The whole hashtag beauty core, describes it well.
It's a good selling point.
Yeah. So, not my favorite song on the album. I know. It's not my favorite song, period.
I'm in between them. Hold on, y'all now. Hold
Not
on.
my favorite song, period. But it is a very cool and catchy song. And that's why I think when we were talking earlier, but I think of the two that we've done, I really like this EP better than Taking Over. And not that Taking Over is bad, because I really like that one too. But I enjoyed this one a little bit more, song for song.
It's probably a good thing we purchased like we did then.
Yeah.
Because I'm all about taking over.
Yeah,
Other than
and that's the way it worked out. I like you,
Yeah.
and I had already listened to Oh The Horror before, and I almost bought. So we almost got two of the same ones, but then after I was like, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get this one, and then
So it all worked out.
Yeah, it all worked out great.
So I guess it's time for Never Again,
All
man.
right, here's your next
All
track.
right, I'm gonna
Track number 4.
Yeah, we're moving
Never
on through
Again.
them. Never Again.
skip it forward here a little bit. So,
They tell me how to live. I am deep inside. They never question. They never try. They never listen to the other side. So now it's
They listen to the other side. See, we were listening to the other side. I thought you were going to do a little clip right there so we'd hear like Never Again.
no.
Never Again.
Let it all get out there. All right, so track number 4. I got lyrically wise, I put learning to accept myself for what I am. It's pretty much self-explanatory. And I put, it's like, I don't know, it's not compared to Bandmate, but you remember when you talked about, you always say
Yeah, that
Bandmate has a
format.
formula,
Yeah, that
and it
formula.
works. That's what these girls got. They
Yeah.
got a formula, and they've stayed with it and it works.
Yep.
So why even stray? And I love the switching back and forth on the vocals. I mean, that's
Well, just even that little snippet there, you get that underlying, like that little growl. This is kind of like behind her singing the chorus. You get
Yeah.
that growly part, and I think that there's a lot of that within their music.
and that's
all
what
their music.
I think that's a big selling point too.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like that's the first time it's ever been done, but I think.
But I mean, it works
within-
for them.
Yeah, and what they're doing it and how they're doing it, I think they've polished that down pretty well.
Yeah, it's that formula that I was talking about.
And I wrote that, the video's cool. I think we'd done this video, but when we went back through it, maybe we didn't do this video.
You just cheated.
Yeah.
I have watched a few. Anyway,
Back on track.
this video, it felt like The Craft, the movie with the witches, and they're in a circle and it's on fire. And later on, when we get down to the end here, I've noticed a pattern, and we were talking, and Hop said something that he had read or heard something from them. I've started to notice like similarities in their videos. They have like a little scribe beetle that's kind of like a purpley pink color that's in a couple of their videos, and the one like here at the end when we do the Can't Promise, what was it, Taking Over, when we were looking over a while ago. I think those two videos are supposed to be kind of together, but I'll get into that one a little bit later on. But I think they both, I think they're putting their videos to like I don't want to say like what's the word?
Like a story
Yeah,
together.
but something to that effect.
I've noticed a lot of, I don't want to say exact lyrical content, but there's a lot of similar lyrical content within their songs, and it's usually pushing towards a positive outlook on things, which we talked about this, I think, even on Taking Over, on the other thing we did, where, even though they're a Christian band, they don't push more of a Christian theme within their songs. It's more of a positive theme in their music, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, that each band is their own thing, and if they want to sing, more, push more God or whatever in their music, that's totally their thing, and they're going to have that. But I think it kind of turns maybe some people away more so than others, but I think what they're doing and keeping it just as as a positive outlook on life, and trying to keep pushing that.
Well, and
that
if they're high, being they're young, that's probably what people that age need, the positivity.
yeah. And then you look
Everybody
at-
needs a little positive.
Well,
Yeah, I
in the
mean,
way-
I guess just not everybody. Yeah.
Well, but there's a majority of people that are gonna listen to this, and I hear a lot of bands saying this. If we get one person that gets a positive outlook on something we've done, then we've done something. And I think they're
And that-
with
that's
their
all the way
songs,
across the
I think
board.
that they probably push a lot of people towards a different way of looking at things, and positive outlook. So.
Yeah, but it's you too.
Oh, yes, I guess I haven't done mine yet. So, kind of like Hop said, being yourself, standing up for what you believe in, be a strong person, and just, don't be what everybody else wants you to be. I really enjoyed the guitar work on the song, and it was a good heavy hitter. Definitely not my favorite track on the album, but very solid. It's just a good, strong song.
Yeah.
So I guess now we're on the other side, man.
On to track 5.
Yeah, we're on the other side of the album.
On the inside of the album.
There's so much more left to the story. More than the stars on the bodies. Now I run my track, and I won't give up. 'Cause I know that I am strong enough now to take back my life, and I will survive. You never take what's on the inside.
Crunchy.
Just catchy hooks. There's more to the story.
so-
There's more to the story, man.
All right,
You
so
have to find out for yourself.
on the inside, I put, even if you see the scars on the outside, you'll never get what's on the inside. I mean, everybody can carry a lot of crap in their mind and in
You may not
inside.
see it all.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's
You
what
don't
we
know
talked
what-
about with when we actually did this video.
You don't know what's in a person's mind. I mean, they can hide a lot of stuff. Lyrically wise, musically wise, intro is great. It blows, man, when I listen to their stuff, it just blows my mind that they're that young. Writing this kind of music. I mean, it's well wrote music for as young as they are. And it's just over and over. It's like every time I listen to it, it's like I got to remember that these are young,
They're young girls.
girls,
and
yeah.
They still have a long way to go.
and the writing's gonna mature.
Sure as they go.
Oh,
Yeah. But that's kind of where I was at.
And I wrote that it's a cool video with them in their cheerleader outfits. And we did this video.
Go back and watch it.
That's right. You can go back and watch this one. The vocalings, like we were saying a while ago, their vocalings fit where you have Maggie doing the whole growling, you have like CJ doing the clean, and Lulu's in the back just giving like
Just
that
beat the crap out of the
third.
drums.
Yeah, just beat the shit out of the drums.
Well, just layering it. They layer it so
putting
well.
that third layer of vocalings. The scars are a diary. I work in a kitchen. I've cut my hands, and I can tell you which every one of those cuts from the last 30 years where they came from, because scars are a diary. I mean,
Yep.
you learn from your scars.
That was like what the Stone Sour song, wasn't it? Didn't they have?
Yeah.
That was them that did that song about the scars. He's talking about
that's
each
the
one.
name.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
It's all you.
So I had facing your fears and not backing down. Whoever may take and beating you down, mentally or whatever, but they can't take what's inside. And, I've got aggressive and powerful, heavy hitter. Definitely a catchy song, and probably one of them. This is the top of the list of one of the songs that bring it up to my favorite EP of theirs.
Well, I guess now you can't promise me that this will never end, man.
I can't.
So we're going with track
But
six.
I can actually promise you this video.
This video will it end before 30 minutes?
Probably not. So, and knowing
This
us,
is the
it's
last
probably
song,
not, yeah.
so-
Anyway, here we go.
Let's just roll with track 6.
And I'm stronger than these chains that hold me. It wasn't that long ago when I was dying to leave this place. I thought I had it all figured out, but now I'm dying to see your face. 'Cause I can catch my breath, feels like there's nothing left for me. I've been dying to feel something. I need to know this isn't pretend. Can you promise me that this will never end? That this will never end.
I love that.
Yeah. That's why you waited this time. You didn't
I had
actually
to.
click it out.
I had to. I had
Didn't
to.
tease us.
My bad.
All right, so name of this song was "You Could Promise Me This Will Never End." I took this as they're we know they're a positive band, and I think this is when you find Christ. I mean, this is when you are looking for something, and
That's
this
sign.
this is what you're finding. And this, I mean, I don't really know how to describe it. When you find the Lord and you just kind of do your own thing, and that's where your life is. I put straightforward rocker, and I love the chorus. Chorus is awesome in
Yeah.
the song.
I wrote, they've done a good many videos.
You got long gray hair there, but
Yeah, I got one. Great. They've, like we were saying a while ago, with like the production value of their music and how clear and the drumming and everything. the videos also like
they're
really high budgeted
Yeah.
videos.
Oh,
like
yeah.
they're I mean not high budgeted, but,
But
I mean they're really good.
pretty strong
Yeah.
videos.
They're not-
I mean, I don't know what they're throwing out on money wise
but
for these
they're-
things. But
yeah.
they're not.
In this video,
Crappy
they
videos.
haven't watched. It reminded me of Surviving the Game with Ice-T. Like they're out in the woods and they're being like hunted, and that was where I had taken that notice with the little scry beetle, which also this is a Poppy Catchy. I wrote that too. But I noticed in now like 2 or 3 of their videos that little scry beetle. In one of the videos, they're putting him in a box, and in this one, like he like falls on the ground, and so like I'm starting to like.
He didn't get stepped on, did he?
He didn't get stepped on. But I'm noticing that they're putting little hints in each of their videos. Again,
ties them all together.
the contents of the song, it's really cool. Anyone can really you can really adjust to the contents of the song of it. What did I say? Something about need to be back to see if I see it again. Yeah, it's so I'm definitely digging it, man. And I've always liked this. Like I said, when we got turned on to them at Christmas time, and this is definitely one of those bands that I have thoroughly enjoyed doing. They're positive. They got growl. They got aggression. But yet they got that skippy.
They got everything.
Yeah, they got-
especially for you, everything that you look for
Yep.
in music.
Maybe a little bit more slap bass, but maybe that can come later.
have it all,
You can't
man.
have it
You
all.
can't
you
have it
know.
all. Come on, man.
And that's where
But it does, because you like more of that punky edge, and they almost are there.
yeah.
And
Have a
it's
little
got
bit
the
of that
growl.
punk,
Yep.
And it's short. That's the thing. It's short, and they get their message across,
Yep.
and it's like there.
So I had finding faith in God there, in a better place in mind and soul, and hopes it never ends. And as far as you get the understanding of what they're coming from in the lyrics, but they're not screaming.
They're not
They're not
forcing it down
screaming,
your
yeah,
throat.
a certain God or a certain this or a certain that. It's you gather that. I mean, you know that they're a Christian band, but you may not take that if you didn't know that ahead of time. I mean, you can kind of take what it is and that's the way a lot of bands write songs. They want the listener to take what they get out.
Yeah,
of it.
what you, yeah. And 100 people could listen to this and might get something completely different.
Yeah.
So, as far as the song goes, I had melodic and heavy, a nice blend between the two, and I really enjoyed the chorus. And that was the same thing you said, you enjoyed the chorus. Definitely a catchy song. And again, 6 tracks. They're all solid songs. They're great, start to finish. The whole album, great. Definitely, like I've mentioned, probably 18 times already. My favorite EP so far of theirs.
Well, it's like, I don't know, with this band, it was brought to us. I'm 100% sure I would have never stumbled onto these girls.
Pretty positive I wouldn't have either.
But when I look at, I guess, the numbers, I'm always surprised that it's not more than it is. I don't know. I can't believe that.
Like views or
Yeah,
stuff that we're doing.
just people talking about in general, because it's got everything that people look for in music. It grabs you as soon as it starts, and it's like when I listen to any of their stuff, there's stuff there that just grabs you
Oh yeah.
and pulls you in.
And you made a comparison a while ago with Bandmate, with that format.
Yeah.
They do. They have a formula. It's a good formula. They got aggression, but they got that poppiness to keep people.
Yeah,
they
have
keep
like
them short and sweet. The production value, the videos are good, and I've noticed, when I was doing this, obviously their videos have more views than if they don't have a video for that song.
Yeah.
But.
And that might just be the way YouTube world is too.
Oh, they actually got a video. I'm gonna watch it. The other one. I'm just
Well,
going
if I'm wanting to hear a song from a band, or if I already heard a song, I want to see a video for it.
Well, it
I
kinda
can go
gets you a
listen to the
mental
song and-
image.
Yeah, you get a better understanding of hey, what they look like. Some people, you know, they hear a song on radio and they're like, oh wow, I wonder what they look like, you know, or how many, you know, what, you know, is it 2 people singing? You know, sometimes these,
Yeah.
you know, you got a growler and you got a clean singer, you know, and then you hear, you know, and it's good to see a band, and then you get maybe a little better understanding about that band, just, you know, seeing it, you know.
Yeah, it's that
So it's kinda
visual,
cool. Yeah, you get
visual
that
to
visual
go with
aspect
the
of
audio.
the story behind the song, and then you get to see the band. And I mean, I hear tons of bands on radio, and you know, most of them I may have never seen, but you know, I mean, I know the ones that I do know. But you know, you hear a brand new song, it's like, wow, man, I like this. You know, I'm gonna go on, and I'm gonna see if they got a video for it. You know, I want to see.
Because that's just, that's the nature of the beast right
We
now.
don't have our MTV anymore.
Yeah, right.
We got our YouTube
So we got
TV.
Yeah,
YouTube.
YouTube. That's where you get. Well, we're past that 30, man.
But Romero Judge is a 3 judge. I mean, we gave him props every video. Thank you for introducing us to this band. I know he commented that he couldn't believe we grasped onto him, but it's like we've always said, when it comes to the table and it's something that
All of us
all
like.
3 of us, we kind of grasp onto it and just kind of go along for the ride. And that's what we've done with these
Appreciate
ladies.
that, yeah. And hopefully, some point in time here, maybe next year, maybe they'll come around and we can go see them and
Yeah, I'm
meet them and
I'm
get some
depressed
pictures
that
with them.
And give them candy, because I was watching a thing where they're
I
talking
like
about
candy.
they were
Oh.
running around in a Costco and they're like grabbing all the, like CJ's like, I want this, I want this. They're like, no, we already get enough candy from our fans. And
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
We'll have
it
to
was
remember
funny.
that candy.
Well, I told String I've been going to shows since '89. I think was the first show I went to. Seen Rat, and this is the first year that I went a whole year
without seeing
without
anybody.
Tom Kiefer. I seen Tom Kiefer.
You didn't see
I think
anything before March? From January to March?
Tom Kiefer. I went and seen him at the end of last year. Never dreamed that'd be it.
December, you and I was talking to work, and December the 4th or 5th or somewhere was close to that. Darren and Todd and I went to go see Death Angel and Ex Mortis and I can't remember the other band that was there. And so it's not quite been a year for me, but I'm sure it will be, because I don't foresee
there's
anything
no
coming up
doubt.
within the next, because as we're talking early already, we're November the 3rd right now. So
There's only one more
it's
month to
not
go.
happening anytime soon. So
So when stuff does lift, everybody go out and see
support
this
the
band,
bands.
all these bands.
And your local bands.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what.
That's
gets
where it all starts.
That's
Yeah.
where it all starts.
true, very true.
All right.
Mike Knight.
So I guess y'all want to just roll on out of here.
Yeah,
Like
we
and
bored
subscribe.
everybody
Y'all
so
enjoyed.
far, and they're probably already asleep. We might have to put an alarm clock sound in there to wake everybody back up.
But
the
yeah,
bell.
this
Think
like
you
the
got
other
a
ones.
alarm.
I enjoyed this.
I did too.
I did too. Yeah.
It's always fun to dig in deep to these albums.
And we put a thing out on Community tab. And so we got another album review. We haven't really talked about what we're going to do yet, but
Yeah.
through for y'all to give us something to do. So
Yeah,
if you
if
didn't
you-
catch that and you're watching this, throw some suggestions out there for us. Another album doesn't necessarily have to be a concept album, just or an EP or full length.
Yeah, 'cause
whatever.
these
Just
aren't
throw something out
concepts.
there. Yeah, I mean they're not really concepts, but I mean we did.
We
one,
did what one?
Murder
We
Scene.
did one, and then we did 3 EPs because we did Newstead
Yes, that's true.
and 2 GFMs.
Yeah, so
And like I said, I would still like to do the comparison of New Year's Day, Other Side, and GFM's Other Side as a combo.
Might be a keeper.
Yeah, do a two-for. We send it out on a Tuesday.
All right, y'all want to just roll on out of here?
Roll it up.
Try to get this warmed up.
Clicker clicking.
Y'all stay safe, stay strong,
stay
Stay
warm.
positive, stay happy.
like and subscribe.
Right.